Welcome back to Slate's Force Behind the St. Louis Workforce. I'm Shannon Johnson, Director of Strategic Partnerships and Initiatives at Slate. Today we're highlighting the incredible team behind the St. Louis Metropolitan Police Department's 911 Dispatch Center. Joining me are PDS Sandra Stuckley and Dispatch Manager Ronda Butler, here to share what it's like to be a part of the essential operations that help keep our city safe. Sandra, Ronda, welcome. Thanks for being with me today.
Thanks for having us.
So we'll start off with Sandra. Sandra, can you share what it's like to have for a typical day as a 911 dispatcher?
Yes, it's a very rewarding but stressful job. You never know what type of call you're going to get. It can be quiet, and the next second, it can be a total, quote unquote, chaos. But I love what I do.
Okay, good deal. So in a typical day, but even though no day is normally typical, about how many calls are you particularly looking at?
For a day, I would say more than, let's see, on one watch, I work afternoon watch, so our calls can range from probably 300 to 400 calls, 8 hours, because you have to remember that each time you dial 911, we get all the calls that come in, whether it's the police, the fire department, or EMS. It doesn't mean that we may get 300 to 400 calls that day that is all for the police. It could be with the fire department, EMS, or the police department. So it varies.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you guys got to be real flexible and kind of be attentive to what's really going on out there.
Yes,
okay.
Very attentive.
All right. Good deal. So I understand that you all have positions that are available. So what qualities or skills make someone successful in that role?
I think if you're a people person, if you can work well under stress, if you can take a job and help someone out just because you have a heart of caring, I think that you would be a perfect candidate for that job.
Good deal, good deal. That's phenomenal to know. So, Rhonda, for you, what's important for the department to bring in new dispatchers now? Or why is it important?
It's important with everything. We have a lot of people that have retired and went on to other jobs. So we need help now. We're down 20 dispatchers, and we always are looking for someone energetic who's willing to help the community and help the officers out. So this is a good time to look for some good people.
Okay. So that would bring me into the next question of the partnership with SLATE that you all have. So how's that been going when it comes to, you being able to get potential candidates?
Yes, when we come to the SLATE events, we've had a lot of interest. At least 30 or 40 people tell us that they're interested, and we tell them what to do to try to apply for the job.
Okay, good deal, good deal. So Rhonda, how can someone interested in becoming a dispatcher, how can they get started with the whole entire hiring process?
They have to go online probably in the next couple of weeks, the city website for a public safety dispatcher.
So as far as it goes with you guys in the dispatch business and just taking the calls and helping keep the city safe, for the individuals that are out there in the TV world that are watching and looking for an opportunity, what would be, some key things that you would tell them to be successful in, when they get that future opportunity as a dispatcher?
I would tell them just always keep an open mind to learning new things daily, because you have to remember that every call that comes in is different. Just if it's something that you want to do as helping the community or just helping people in general, this is a good opportunity to do that and give back. I mean, just being a police dispatcher is a very rewarding job. But like I said before, it's extremely stressful. But if you know that you help this kid get out of a situation, or if you help this mom or dad get through a situation at that moment, at a very vulnerable time of their life at that moment, it's very rewarding. So if you think you want to be that person to come help us out, hey, come and apply.
All right. So Sandra and Rhonda, thank you for joining me today to discuss the dispatcher position, and also thank you to the St. Louis Police Department as well for allowing you all to come out. Ready to learn more about filling these positions? Let's connect. Call 314-589-8000. And are you a business owner looking to build your team? Call 314-589-8000 and let's grow together. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Shannon Johnson, and this is the SLATE's Force Behind the St. Louis Workforce.